which is refers to the current class or super class? Current class, no. This keyword is reference variable which refers to the current class object. But super is different. Okay. What super will do? Yesterday we saw the parent class, right? What is the another name of the parent class? Super class, base class, or super class, right? We can say that. So here is the super keyword. Means which class it will belongs to, which class it will refer. That is the parent class. See, super keyword. By the name, we can assume that super means the parent class. So what is the meaning of the super keyword? Super keyword is a Java reference variable which is used to refer the immediate parent class object. Okay, it will refers to the parent class object. And if you talk about this keyword means which class this keyword will refer? Current class object, but super keyword is refers to the parent class object. Okay, so there are three uses of the super keyword, and if we talk about this keyword, this keyword have the 6 uses, right? But super keyword having only 3 uses. So which is first one? Super can use to refer immediate parent class instance variable. So how it will be? So first we will come here. Okay, after that simply I am declaring here one class name, or test one, simply I am writing here. Okay, now I want to inherit this class into this class. So how we will inherit that? Extend test one, right? Okay, so which type of inheritance is this? Single inheritance, right? Why? One child class inheriting the one parent class. That's why it is called as the single inheritance, right? So suppose I am declaring one variable here. Int name equals to Java. Oh, sorry. String. Okay. String name equals to Java, and here I am ending with the same one. Okay. So here, which type of variable is this? String. No, types. Which is the type? It is a instance variable or local variable? Local. How many for the local variable? How many for the instance variable? This one. Instance variable. Why it is called as instance variable? Inside the class and outside the method. It is not in the inside the method. No. This is called as the instance variable because it is to be declared inside the class but outside the method. That is called as the instance variable. Okay. So suppose we will create a main method here. Okay. Okay, and simply I am writing here the another one int a equals to 10. Okay, two variable declared. The which type of variable is this? Local variable. How many for the local variable is this local variable? Instance variable. No, this is the instance variable. This is declared inside the class but outside the method. This is also instance variable, and this is a instance variable. This is present inside the which class? Child or parent class? Child class. And where it is present? Inside the parent class, right? This is a parent class for this class, right? So test1 is the parent class. So where it is present inside the parent class, right? So this is the parent class instance variable, and this is the child class instance variable. Now simply if you want to call that variables, how we will call? Simply we will create an object. So first thing I am creating test1. Okay. Now suppose I have created one method here. Public void m. Okay. System.out. Simple I am calling here a. So can it will be print? Can it will be print here? A will be print or not? A will be print? No. Simply we will try to run this one. How we will call that method? M1 method. Creating object. Which class object I have to create? Parent class. Child class. No? Paste. Okay. OBJ I am writing here. Okay. With the help of object, we can call this method. So what is the name? That is the M1, right? Now if I run this one, so what will be the output? What will be the output? See, simple. This is simple only, no? What JVM will do? JVM come here. then it will create an object. After that, object dot m1 means we are calling the method. So it will come here inside the m1 method. And what it will do, system dot out dot println, and what it will do, it will print the value of a. So what is the value of a here? 10. So what will be the result? 10. No, simple. If I run this one, 10 will be print on the console. So similar like that, we will try to call the name also. Name. Okay, so can it will be called? It will call or not? Simply we will try to run this. So it will be also called. Why it is called? Because here we have this is the parent class. No, we have extend this one. So whatever properties and behavior present inside the test one, that will come into the our child class. Okay, whatever things we present inside the test one class, that will come into the child class, right? Indirectly. Now if I want to call this one, this line also we will call, or if you want to call this one, simply we will use sometimes super dot name. Okay, what we will do, simply we will use the super dot name. Super dot name means what? It will refer to the parent class instance variable. Why? This is the first one. No, super is used to refer the parent class immediate object. Okay, immediate parent class object it will refer. So what is the first one? Super can be used to refer immediate parent class instance variable, right? Here what we are doing, immediate parent class instance variable we are calling with the help of super dot name. Okay, here we are calling super dot name and it will call our variable simply. Okay, so this is the first use of our super keyword. After that we have another use. Super can be used to invoke immediate parent class method. Okay, so simply we will create a method here. Public voice. Simply I'm writing a system.out test one. So test. Okay, here I have created one method. Now I want to call this method here. How we will call that? Object dot. Suppose I want to call here inside this method. So how we will call that? I will remove the video. How we will call that? Object dot m2, or simply we can use the super keyword. Super dot. What is the name of our method? M2. Simple we will write like that. And if I run this one means test one will be print. Okay, with the help of super keyword we are calling the m2 method. So super class is belonging to super class is a reference variable. It will refers to the parent class instance, parent class variables, parent class method, and parent class constructor also. Means whatever thing present inside the parent class, that super keyword will refer to. Okay, so from here what we are doing here, simply JVM will come here. It will create an object. After that, object dot m1. So where it will go? Inside dm1 method, right? Here it will come, and after that super dot m2. Super means parent class, right? Parent class. So it will see the m2 method inside the parent class. Where is the method? Here is the method. So it will print whatever things present inside that. Okay, that is the test one. That is the second use of our super keyword. Super can be used to invoke immediate parent class method. If you want to call the parent class method into the child class, we can use the super keyword. And another thing is that suppose I want to call here with the help of super, so we cannot able to use that. Super cannot be used in the static method. Okay, super cannot be used in or not allowed in the static method. If you see here, the error also cannot use super in the static context. Okay, we cannot able to use the super inside the static. That's why I am calling from this method. Okay, that's why I'm calling from this method. So this is the second use of our super keyword. Super can be used to invoke immediate parent class method. After that, another one is that super and the parenthesis can be used to invoke immediate parent class constructor. So now what we need to do? We have to create the constructor. So how we will create a constructor? Super, right? Okay. This constructor, no? This constructor. If I want to make this constructor also, now both are the constructor, no? Yes or no? Yes. So what is the white we have to? What void we have to remove? Why we have to remove the void? The constructor does not having any return type. Okay, so that's why we have to remove. So from here also I'm removing this. So which are the two constructor we have inside the parent class? Which is the constructor? That is the test one. And inside the test class, which is the constructor? That is the test. Okay. So here test one, and I'm writing here simple system.out, and here I'm writing test. Okay. Now if I run this one, now I want to call this constructor. So how we will call that? How we will call that? Super. No, I'm talking with this current class. Okay. If I want to call this constructor, that is the test. So how we will call that? How we will call the constructor? Class name. How we will call the constructor? If I run this one, can constructor will run? No, no or yes? How constructor will call? Tell me first. How constructor will call? If I want to call this constructor, how we will call? No. We learn now about the constructor. How we are calling constructor. See, suppose this is a method. Okay. Suppose this is a method. Now these are methods. How we'll call that method? Object dot test. So now it will call. If I run this one, we'll try to run this one. So test and test one is printed. Okay. Now if I run this one, now I want to call this constructor. Okay. Suppose I'm removing this one from here. Now if I run the, how constructor will call? It is showing error here. So how constructor will call? If we create a object, that time our constructor will call or not? Yes or no? How many for the yes? If we create the object, that time our constructor will call. How many for the yes? Okay, only few are there. Okay. If I run this one, see what will be the output now? If I run this one, what will be the output? Huh? Okay. What will be the output now? Test. It will be run. See, we will run this one. Test one and test both are printing. Why? See, this is the basic only, guys. We learned no before. When constructor will call, when we create a object, that time our constructor will automatically call. Right? We learn in the constructor. Right? We have to, if you want to call the constructor, what we need to do? Simply we have to create an object. If we create an object, that time our constructor is called. But here, if you saw here, test one is also calling and test is also calling. So test one is where it is present? It is present inside the parent class constructor. Okay, it is present inside the parent class constructor. So from here we only calling the this method, right? This constructor we are calling. We are created the constructor now with the help of test. Test is our current class, and we have created the object means it have to call only this constructor. But why this constructor is called? Because if you call this constructor, okay, if you call this constructor here current class constructor, and if you are extending any class, what it will do? First, it will call the parent class constructor. It will means compiler will automatically add here the super on first line. If you not add also, constructor will call directly super here. Okay, constructor will directly add here super, and it will call the method. If I write like this one also, so it will not give the error. Test one and test one, test will be print. Okay, if I remove this one also, that time also our both the constructor will call. See, run this one, test one and test both are printing. Why? Because if you not write also, so JVM will automatically add super here. Okay, what it will do? JVM will add super here, and super is used to call the parent class constructor. Okay, super and parenthesis is used to call the parent class constructor. This is the third point. Super can be used to invoke the immediate parent class constructor. So it will be called the parent class constructor first, and after that it will call our constructor. Means it will whatever things which are present here inside the constructor, that it will be print. Okay, this is the third uses of our super keyword. That is the first one is the it is used to replace the immediate parent class instance variable. then it is used to invoke the immediate parent class method, and third one is the it is used to invoke the parent class constructor. Okay, these are the three uses of the super keyword, and super is a reference variable which is refers to the parent class object. Okay, immediate parent class object it will refer. So anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt till here? Understand? Understand, or can I explain here again? Understand, or we'll take the another concept? No? Understand, no? Okay. So we will take the another concept now. That is the polymorphism. Polymorphism is another pillar of the OOPS. Okay. Polymorphism is another pillar of the OOPS. So how many pillars are present inside the OOPS? 6 pillars. What is the which is the first one? Second one? Objects. Third one? And fourth one? Abstraction. We can say that. We can arrange in any manner. Okay. No worries. After that, encapsulation and polymorphism. These are the 6 pillars we have. Okay, so here we are learning the another pillar, that is the polymorphism. So polymorphism is nothing but the poly means many and morph means forms. Okay, and ISM means we can say that it is a mechanism. So polymorphism is a Java concept which can perform a single action in the different ways. Okay, so if you take the real time example, when we are started learning the concept of the OOPS, that time I told you, no, everything in every OOPS concept is based on the real life, right? So polymorphism is also based on the real life. So if you take the real life example, means a father, one sorry a man can be a father also, can be a husband also, and can be a employee also, or can be a son also, right? So one man is performing the different roles, father, husband, and the employees also. Okay, that is mean by the polymorphism. Polymorphism means single action in the different ways. Okay, single action in the different ways, that is known as the polymorphism. Poly means many and morph means form, and ISM we can say that it is a mechanism. Okay, it is a mechanism in which one action we can perform the single action in the different ways. Okay, we can perform the single action in the different ways. If we take the real life example, means a man can be a father, can be a husband, or a man can be an employee, or a man can be a teacher or son also. Okay, so this is the example of our polymorphism. So inside the polymorphism we have a two types, that is the compile time polymorphism, and another one is the runtime polymorphism. Okay, we will go to the pen. Okay, so here polymorphism. First I am writing poly. So what is polymorphism? Poly, many form. Single action in the different ways. Okay, single action in the different ways, that is called as the polymorphism. If you take the real life example, means which is the example, a man can be a father, can be a husband, can be a son, or can be an employee, right? Can be a programmer also, if we talk about ourselves, right? So this is the example of our polymorphism. Inside the polymorphism we have a two types. So which is the two types? There is the compile time polymorphism, and another type is the runtime polymorphism. Okay, we have two types here. Polymorphism have two types, that is the compile time polymorphism, and another one is the runtime polymorphism. If you want to achieve the compile time polymorphism, we can achieve with the help of method overloading. Okay, we can achieve the compile time polymorphism with the help of method overloading. And if you want to achieve the runtime polymorphism, we can achieve with the help of method overriding. Okay, we can achieve with the help of method overriding. Okay, and method overloading is executed by the compile. Who is responsible for the method overloading? That is the compiler. And for method overriding, one thing is responsible, that is the JVM. Okay, so which is the thing? Polymorphism have two types, that is the compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism can be achieved by the method overloading, and runtime polymorphism can be achieved by the method overriding. And method overloading is responsible by compiler, and method overriding is responsible by GVM. Okay, this is the all about the polymorphism. If we talk about the method overloading, today we will see the compile time polymorphism. So what is the method overloading? If we talk about the method overloading, simple we need to follow the steps. Okay, method overloading I will write. Okay, method overloading. So what we need to follow, the first step is that is the multiple function. Function means methods. Functions means method means we have to declare the multiple methods. After that, second one is the inside with the same name. Whatever function we will declare, that all having the same name. After that, same class. Okay, we have to declare inside the same class. And what is the fourth one? That is the different. Okay, we have to declare the different parameters. What is the method overloading? If you want to achieve the method overloading, we have to follow these four steps only. That is, we have to declare the multiple functions in multiple methods we have to create. After that, we have to give the same name to the all the function. After that, we have to declare all the function in the same class, and we have to declare the with the different parameter. That is only known as the method overloading. Okay, that only known as the method overloading. Now we will try to achieve that here. Simply, I will remove this all the things. So what we need to do? What is the first step to achieve the method overloading? Multiple multiple functions, right? That is the multiple methods, or we can say. So simply, I am writing here public void and simple. I am writing here m1. Okay, and I am printing here system.out. Here I am writing 1. Okay, simply I am writing here 1. After that, multiple function we have to declare. First function I have declared. After that, same function I am declaring another one m1, because we have to give the same name to the all the function. That's why I am giving the same name to this function also. This is the m1 and this one the m1. After that, we will declare another function also, public void. Okay, here also I am printing system.out. Here I am declaring 3. Same line I will put from here. Okay, so 1, here I am writing 2 and 3. So we have declared 3 function here with the same name. And where I have declared, inside the same class or different class? Inside the same class I have declared, right? Same class having this multiple function which are declared in the same class. But what we need to do here, it is giving the error for everything. So what is the fourth rule? We have to declare in the different parameter. Suppose I am not giving any parameter here. Suppose I am giving here the one parameter, that is int a. And suppose I am giving here the two parameters, that is the int a comma string b. Okay, these two things I am giving here. So this is if you done with these steps, you successfully achieve the method overloading. What we have, multiple function with the same name in the same class but the different parameter. That only known as the method overloading. If anyone will ask you what is the method overloading, so what we need to do, simple, we have to declare the multiple function with the same name within the same class but the different parameter. That only known as the method overloading. Now if you want to call this one, simply what we will do, simply we create a main method. And how we will call that methods? How we will call objects? Which class object we have to create? What is the name of our class? Test. Simply we will write here test obj. Okay, now if I write here obj dot, okay, now if I run this one, means which method will call? What will be the result? 1. If I run this one, means 1 will be called, right? After that, if I write here again object dot m1, and here I am writing 10. So here I am writing 10, and here I am writing anything. Yeah. Now which method will call? 3 or 2? 3. So I will call another method also, object dot m1, and here I am declaring only the 10. Now what will be the output? 1, 3, 2. Okay, compiler will come here. Sorry, JVM will come here. It will create a object. After that, it will see object dot m1. It will see the method which does not having any parameter and with the name m1. So it will come here m1 method does not having any parameter. So what it will do? It will simply print the 1 on the console. Again it will come here object.m1 m1 method which having first integer parameter and another one is the string parameter. So it will come here. This is the method with the one integer and one string. One integer and one string parameter. This is the method. No or yes? No. So it will come here and it will what it will print? It will come here and it will see m1 method which having the first parameter as an integer and another parameter as a string. So this is the method. This is the method or not? It will come here and it will print 3 on the console. After that again it will come downside object.m1, the m1 method which having only one integer parameter. So it will come here again. This is the method which having one integer parameter. No. So it will come downside m1 method which having the integer parameter. This is the one. So it will come inside and it will print 2 on the console. If I run this one, see what is the output? 1, 3 and the 2. So that is only meaning of the method overloading. See what is the name? That is the m1, m1 and the m1. We are doing single action in the different ways. Okay, we are doing single action, that is the m1 action in the different ways. That only known as the method overloading. And to achieve the method overloading, what we need to do? We have to declare the multiple function with the same name within the same class but the different parameters. That is only known as the method overloading. And what is meant by polymorphism? Single action is the different way. Poly means many and morph means forms. Polymorphism means many forms. Okay, polymorphism many forms. So these are the two types we have inside the polymorphism. How many types? Two types. Which are the two types? Compile time polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism. How we will use? How we will achieve the compile time polymorphism? Method riding. Loading. Okay. And how we will achieve the runtime polymorphism? Method overriding. Okay. And who is responsible for the method overloading? Compiler. Who is responsible for the method overriding? JVM. So this is the this is for today. That is the method overloading. Method overriding we will see tomorrow. Okay. Anyone have any doubt till here? Inside the method overloading. Anyone have any doubt? This concept we learn at the starting also. I told that time also this is called as the method overloading, right? So this is the thing for the today. And today's assignment is that you have to create a program on the super keyword and the method overloading. Okay, method overriding we will see tomorrow. Method overriding is also simple. Method overloading is simple, no? Simple or difficult?